Now we are going to do a problem on beam element. Okay, so that is our given problem for a beam and a loading as shown in the figure. Determine first one slope at 2 and 3. Okay, is given Young modulus is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. And second question, second B, the vertical deflection or deflection at midpoint of the distributed load. Okay, these two questions we have to calculate. That is all data regarding this problem is given. Okay, so most of this type of problems mostly asked in our examinations. Okay, so that's why I am doing this problem. Okay, this is our problem. So one end is fixed and at mid one roller support is there, at end another one more roller support is there. Okay, so what we want, so find out the slope at the 2 and 3, that is second element, that is the second node and third node. What is the slope? And also the vertical deflection at the midpoint of the distributed load. That is, what is the vertical deflection occurs in a beam. Okay, that is we want to calculate. Okay, now he is given E is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 5 and I, that is moment of inertia for this entire body is 4 into 10 to the power of 6 mm power 4. This is given data. Okay, now first we have to discretize. So first step is discretize total element. Okay, discretization. That means divide this total element, that is given element, into number of nodes and number of elements. Okay, discretize, that is divide this entire system into number of nodes and number of elements. Okay, now here one node and here load is applied. That's why this is here also one node. Here is some support is there. So because of this data, it is also another node. So it has 3 nodes. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 nodes and 2 elements. This is one element. This is another element. Node 1, 2, 3. These are the nodes and these are the elements. Okay. Now deflections, that is displacements. How many displacements at node 1? It has 2 displacements. One is linear and another one is angular. Okay, here also one is linear and another one is angular. Here also one is linear and another one is angular. See here, this is Q1, this is Q2, this is Q3, this is Q4, this is Q5 and this is Q6. These are the displacements occur in a beam element. Okay, so divide discretization means divide this entire system into number of nodes and number of elements. So here one node, this is here also one node, here also one node, because it is fixed element, here it is fixed. That's why we take one node. And here also it has a reaction, that is support is there and some load is acting on a body. That's why we take here is another node. Okay. Next, here also we take another node, that is 3. Here also some supports occur. That is some supports is applied on your body. That's why we take, and some load is also there is some load is upon a beam element, that's why we take here also one node. So this is one node, this is another node, this is the third node. That is, it has this entire system has 3 nodes, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Each node has 2 displacement. You know very well about it. But because I have already that is explained each and everything about beam element. Okay. That's why already I have done videos on this particular beam element. Okay. Each node has 2 displacements. One is linear displacement, another one is angular displacement. Okay. Here one node, so it has linear and angular. Here also linear, angular. Here also linear and angular. Now that is, so discretize each and everything here. That is element 1 and 2. Element 1 nodes 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Element 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. These are the discretization process. Now second process is calculate stiffness matrix. Stiffness matrix. Okay, calculate stiffness matrix. So here there are 2 elements, one element and this is one element, this is another element. That's why we will get 2 stiffness matrices here. Okay, one is first element stiffness matrix and then second element stiffness matrix. Now after getting first stiffness matrix and second stiffness matrix, we will convert into global stiffness matrix. These 2 individual stiffness matrix converted into global stiffness matrix. Okay, first we have to find out individual stiffness matrix. Okay, that is K1. We know that stiffness matrix K1 relation is 12 6LE 4LE square minus 12 minus 6L 2L square. Next here minus 12 minus 6L 6L and minus 2L square. Okay, there is a minus here. Okay, 6L square here. 12 minus 6L LE here also 6LE here 4 LE square. This is already I have done a video on stiffness matrix equation. Now find out, I have already done on this stiffness matrix. Okay, how to derive this stiffness matrix, I have already done a video. Please visit that video. Okay, now find out individual stiffness matrix. First I have to find K1. Okay, we know that length of the element and modulus and I value also. We know that here KE is equal to EI by LE cube. Okay, so now find out KE is equal to EI by LE cube into, so we know that young modulus and the moment of inertia and also LE. So substitute all these values here. Okay, so young modulus for this material, that is first element young modulus is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 and I value is 4 into 10 to the power of 6. 4 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by LE, length of the element, that is in meter, that is 1 cube into first element, that is 12 into 6 into 1 and minus 12, 6 into 1 and 6 into 1. So that substitute length of the element in equation and in this entire equation. Okay. Next 4 into 1 square minus 6 into 1. Next this is 2 into 1 square. This is minus 12 minus 6. Okay, 12. This is 6 into 1. Sorry, 6 into 1 here and minus 6 into 1 here. Okay, this is 6 into 1 and here also 2 into 1 square. Here also minus 6 into 1. Here 4 into 1 square. This is after substituting LE value, that is first element properties. So after substituting we will get like this equation. Okay. Now simplify this equation. 2 into, that is this is entire equation will become, that is total after calculating this this relation. Okay, it will become, so here it is in mm. Okay, wait. Here, so LE is in meters and these two are in mm. That's why we will substitute all this in mm. Okay, this is also 1000 and where the LE, so substitute 1000. Okay, I will change the entire equation because length is in meters, so substitute all are in mm. That is, it is in 12. Okay, this becomes 1000 mm. This is given meter. So here write it. L1 is equal to 1000 mm and L2 is also 1000 mm. Okay. So substitute here 6 into 1000 and minus 12 into 6 into 1000. Okay, because LE in meters, so substitute all this in mm only. Okay, 6 into 1000 and here also 4 into 1000 whole square. Here also minus 6 into 1000 and here also 2 into 1000 square and here, sorry, 12 minus 12, okay, minus 6 into 1000, 12 and minus 6 into 1000 square, sorry, 6 into 1000 only, okay now. Next 6 into 1000, here also 2 into 1000 square, here also 6 into 1000, okay, here also 4 into 1000 square, 4 into 1000 square. This is finally we got. That is after substituting L value, it is in already substitute L value, it is in mm. Okay, because the end modulus it is in mm, Newton per mm square, and moment of inertia also it is in mm. So that's why M value, sorry, LE value also substitute in 1000. That is, it is in mm. Okay, is given is 1 meter, means 1000 mm. So substitute all those values. Okay. Now, after calculating this entire equation, it will get the total value is 800. Okay. So after calculating this entire numbers, it will get 800. Now here is 12, 6000 and minus 12 and 6000. Here 6000, 6 into 1000, 6000. Here also. So the value of that is just mention number 1000 cube. Okay, that is 110 cube. Here also minus 600, 6000, sorry. 2 into 10 to the power of 3 here. Okay. Next minus 12, minus 6000, 12. Here minus 6000, and here also 6000. Here also 3 into 10 to the power of 3. Here minus 6000, and here 4 into 10 to the power of 3. Okay, 4 into 10 to the power of 3. 4 into 10 to the power, because 10, that is 10 to the power of 5. 10 to the power of 6. That is 1000 into, this is 6. This is also, this is also 6. This is also 6. This is also 6. So remaining all are same. But this is the stiffness matrix for first element. Okay, first element. Stiffness matrix for first element. Find out second element stiffness matrix. That is A2 is equal to 2 into, that is angle modulus is same, and angle modulus is same, and I is also same, and the length also same. So because of this reason, element 2 stiffness matrix is also same. So these two elements, that is property is same. So that's why I write here same matrix. Okay. 12, 6000, minus 12, 6000, and 6000, 4 into 10 to the power of 6, because 10 square means, that is 1000 into 1000. It has 6 zeros. That's why I am right here 10 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. Here also minus 600, 6000 into 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Here minus 12, minus 6000, and 12 minus 6000, and 6000. 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Here 6000. Here 4 into 10 to the power of 6. These are all. This is equation number 2. Okay. Now, so discretizations. That it is in between. It is in between. First node it is in between Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is in between 1, 2, 3, 4 element. Okay. Next element 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So these indications are used for calculating global stiffness matrix. So that's why I mentioned in different color. Okay. Now find out global stiffness matrix. Okay. So K is equal to K1 plus K2. Okay. Here 8000, here 8000. So that is total entire global stiffness matrix is big. Okay. So it is in, I will write this 800 in outside, that is 800 into okay, first row, first element. It consists of, so 6 by 6 matrix. Okay, so that's why I will write here. So 800 into 6 by 6 matrix. We will get 6 by 6 matrix. That's why I will separate it. So first row, first column. First row, first column. This is first row, second, third, fourth, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, write it. First first row, second column is 6,000. Next, first row, third column here is minus 12. Here also third row, third column is 12. That is minus 12 plus 12. Next, first row, fourth column is first row. So I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So have you okay? Okay. Now write it. First row, first column here. First row, first column is 12. Next, first row, second column, first row, second column is 600. First row, second column, 6,000. Okay, now first row, third column minus 12. Okay, there is no here, there is no first row. Okay, first row, fourth column, fourth column is 6,000. Okay, now first row, fifth column, there is no component. In first row, fifth column, here also there is no component. Okay, next, second row, second row, second row, first column. Second row, first column is 6,000 here. Next, second row, second column, 4 into 10 to the power of 6. 4 into 10 to the power of 6 here. Next, second row, third column. Second row, third column is minus 6,000. Next, second row, fourth column is 2 into 10 to the power of 6. 2 into 10 to the power of 6 here. There is no cell, that is fifth column, that is 2 by 4. Second row, fifth column, there is no component, so that's why here keep 0. And sixth column is also 0. Here also 0, mention 0. Okay. Next, third row, first column, third row, first column here is 12. Okay. Third row, second column minus 6,000. Okay. Next, third column is 12 here. Third row, third column is here also 12. That is here is there. Third row, third column here is 12, and here is also 12. That is 12 plus 12. Okay. Next, third row, fourth column minus 6,000 here, minus 6,000 here, and third row, fourth column here also 6,000 plus 6,000 here. That is third row, fourth column plus 6,000. Next, third row, fifth column, there is no component here, but here is a minus 12. Here, third row, sixth column is 6,000. Okay, 6,000. Next, this is third row. First row, second row, third row. Now fourth row. Here, fourth row is there. Fourth row, first column is 6,000. So here 6,000. Next, fourth row, second column is 2 into 10 to the power of 6. 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Next, fourth row, third column is there. That is minus 6,000. But here also 1 is there. That is plus 6,000. Next, fourth column is 4. Fourth column is 4 into 10 to the power of 6. 4 into 10 to the power of 6. Here one component is there, and here also another component. Fourth column is 4 into 10 to the power of 6 plus 4 into 10 to the power of 6. Next, fifth column. Here there is in this first matrix there is no fourth row, fifth column, but here fourth row, fourth column is there. Minus 6,000 here. Minus 6,000. Next, fourth row, sixth column is 2 into 10 to the power of 6. 2 into 10 to the power of 6 here. Okay. Okay. Now fifth row first column, here there is no fifth row first column, that's why it keep in 0. Next here also fifth row there is no sixth column, so that's why I am keep 0. Next fifth row third column, fifth row third column, this is fifth row, third column is minus column. Okay, fifth row fourth column is minus 6,000, minus 6,000. Fifth column is 12, like that. So fifth row sixth column is minus 6,000, minus 6,000. Okay. Now sixth row first column there is no first column, and second column is also there is no. Next sixth row third column is 6,000. And next here sixth row fourth column is 2 into 10 to the power of 6, 2 into 10 to the power of 6, like that. Here fifth column is minus 6,000, and here sixth column is 4 into 10 to the power of 6, 4 into 10 to the power of 6. These are the, so finally we got the global stiffness matrix here. Okay, now write it. Now simplify the above global stiffness matrix. That is K, it is equal to 800 into 800 into. Now simplify this equation. Okay, we know that is after here is 12, here is 6,000, here is minus 12, here is 6,000, here is 0, and this here also 0. So I will change the here. That is it takes too lengthy, so that's why I will add in next step. Okay. Now find out global load vector. Okay. I will add after applying some load vector. Okay. So because it is too lengthy. So now find out global after calculating stiffness matrix. Now just adding is there only. Okay. In this matrix just adding is there. So I will do in the further step. That is, I will do in the further step. Okay, all this simplification. Global load vector. Okay, global load vector means here each node has each node has two displacement. That is each displacement has different loads. That is each displacement has it consists of one force. Okay, so I will mention here. Okay, that is F1 is node 1 force, F2 is node 1 force, it is in linear, it is in angular, and F3, F4 is third node, F5 and F6 is fourth, that is third node. Okay, it is equal to, you know that there is no because of this region, that is this element is fixed in one end. Okay, here is ended, that is there is no force is applied at this end. Okay, only force applied in second node and third node only. Okay, so some UDL load is applied on this second node and third node. So that's why F1 F2 is 0, F1 F2 is 0. Next F3 and F4 minus PLE by 2, and F3 is also minus PLE square by 12. And I have derived this, that is I have derived load vector for a beam element. Okay, I have done video on this load vectors for a beam element. Okay, please visit that load vector video. So 4 that is 6 at 5 PLE by 2, and here plus as you can supply plus P LE square by 12. These are the force vectors for a beam element. Okay, now find it. 0, 0. We know that P is 12 meter per second, that is meter 1 meter, that is 1000. 1000 into 1000 is cancelled. Only we know that here. So this value is called kilometer. This is converted into this load that is this load convert into point load, that is 12 kilonewtons, 12 into 10 to the power of 3, okay, by 1000 per meter, okay, by 10 to the power of 3, that is 1000 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the 3 cancel. The point load is 12 newtons. Okay, so here P is 12. Substitute 12 value here only. Okay, that is P 12 into LE is 1000 divided by 12 by 2. Here also minus 12 into 1000 square divided by 12. Here also P into 1000 by 12. Here also, so P is 12 value. 12. Okay, 12 into 1000 square by 12. These are the load. This is the load vector for a beam element. Okay, for this given beam element. Now, so substitute all those values here. Okay, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. F6. This is the force vector. Okay, have you? Now calculate each and everything here. Okay, here 2 is 6 times. Here also 6 times. Here also cancel 6 times. Here also cancel in 6 times. Okay. 6 into 10 to the power of 6 here. This one is initially 0 and then also 0. Here 6000 minus 6000. Here also 6 into that is 1000 square means 10 to the power of 6. Okay, this is 10 to the power of 6. This one is 10 to the power of 6. That is 6 into 10 to the power of 6 here. 6 into 10 to the power of 6, and here 6 times, that is minus 6000 minus 6000, and here is 6 into 10 to the power of 6. 6 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, this is the load vector for a given beam element. Okay, now apply FEM, that is finite element method, entire equation. Okay, you know that F is equal to KQ. You know that F is equal to KQ. You know that forces. So substitute all these forces here. Okay, so 0, 0. 0, 0 and 6000. Here 6 into 10 to the power of 6. Here minus 6000. This is also minus. This is also minus. Okay. Minus 6000. And this is 6 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. This is the force vector for a beam element. So given beam element, okay. So it is equal to K. So already I have told you that in next step I will add all those things. Okay. So here I will add. So 12 and 6 and 6000 because I want to minimize the number of steps. That's why I am taking here minus 12. 6000 and 0, and this also 0. Next 6000, next 4 into 10 to the power of 6 minus 6000, here 2 into 10 to the power of 6, here 0, this is also 0, minus 12, minus 6000, this is 12 plus 12, that is 24. Next here plus 6000 minus 6000 is cancelled, here it is 0. Next minus 12, next 6000, next 6000, next 2 into 10 to the power of 6, here 2 into 10 to the power of 6, here, so 6000 cancelled, this is the 0. Next 4 into, that is 82 10 to the power of 6, 82 10 to the power of 6, because 4 into 10 to the power of 6 plus 4 into 10 to the power of 6, that is 82 10 to the power of 6. Here 6000 minus 6000, and here 2 into 10 to the power of 6, 2 into 10 to the power of 6, and here 0, and here also 0, this is 0, this is also 0, and this is minus 1, minus 6000, here minus 6000 and 12, next here 9, minus 6000 and 1000, 6000, sorry 0, 6000 and 2 into 10 to the power of 6, and here minus 6000 and here 4 into 10 to the power of 6. So this is the final matrix. You know that Q matrix, that is displacement matrix, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and Q6. This is the overall stiffness. Okay, so I will, this is now take, so apply, so boundary condition for handle. Here 12 cancel, okay, 1 is 1 into 10 to the power of 6, okay. So now apply boundary conditions, okay. Here I am doing here, okay. Apply boundary conditions also. Apply boundary conditions. The boundary conditions, okay. So here we know that. So here is fixed element, and here one roller support is there, and here also one more roller support is there, okay. So here is Q1 and Q2, and here vertical is Q3 and horizontally, that is angular, is Q4. Here vertical is Q5 and angular displacement is Q6, okay. Okay, there is no displacement at a fixed element, so that's why boundary condition, apply boundary conditions means, so where the fix the element at that node, the total displacement is 0, that is Q1, Q2 is 0. Here Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to 0. At the same time, here is roller support is there. So because of this reason, that is here only slope displacement is there. There is no vertical displacement, okay, because it is a slower support. Okay, that is Q3, here Q3 and here Q5 is also 0. That's why I am eliminating. So first row first column, and second row second column, second row second column. At the same time, third row third column, here third row third column. At the same time, Q5, that is fifth row fifth column also eliminated. So remaining equation here. Remaining equation, that is fourth, that is minus 1 into 10 to the power of 6, it is equal to fourth, this is fourth element, so minus 1 into 10 to the power of 6 and sixth 1 into 10 to the power of 6, it is equal to remaining matrix is 8 into 10 to the power of 6. At the same time here 2 into 10 to the power of 6, here 2 into 10 to the power of 6, and here 4 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. The displacements are Q4 and Q5. So now apply this matrix equation into a number of code. That is in the equation. This is converted into equation form. Okay, minus 1 into 10 to the power of 6. It is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 6 into Q4 plus 2 into 10 to the power of 6 Q5. This is equation number 1. Okay, next equation 1 into 10 to the power of 6 it is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 6 Q4 plus 4 into 10 to the power of 6 Q5. This is equation number 2. So by solving these two equations we will get Q4 is, I am already calculated. Okay, Q4 is here. Q4 is minus 2 into 10 minus 2 into 2.67 into 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4 mm. Okay, very small deflections, angular deflections. Okay, this is Q4 and Q5. 4 into 4.46 into 10 to the power of minus 4. These are the deflections. He asking us in our problem. He asking what is the deflection that in a load element, in a beam element. These are the deflections. Q1 is 0, Q2 0, Q3 0, Q4 this is the Q4, and Q5 is 0, Q6 is this is the Q6. Okay. Totally we got this deflection Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q4, Q6 here. Okay. Totally deflections we calculated. Now we are finding out what is that. Second question is the vertical deflection at the midpoint. So we know that vertical deflection means we know the equation already. I have told you that V of J it is equal to, for the first element is H1 Q1 plus LE by 2 into Q2 plus H3 Q3 plus H4 LE by 2 H4 Q4. This is the equation, that is deflection equation, anti-deflection equation for a beam element. So first element. Okay, this is first element. Second element, he asking in second element deflection. Okay, so that's why I am taking another equation. It is equal to H1 Q3 plus LE by 2 H2 Q4 plus H3 Q5 plus LE by 2 into H4 Q6. This is the relation. Okay. Now find out deflection, anti-deflection. Okay. Edges. There is edges. Okay. So here Q3 is 0. This entire equation is 0, and we don't want first equation. We want to calculate only in second. There is a load. That's why we find only second element only. Okay. Q3 is 0, that's why this is entire equation is 0, and here also Q5 is also 0. Yeah, Q5 is also 0, that's why it is also 0. We will get we have J is equal to LE by 2 into H2 Q4 plus LE by 2 into H4 into Q6. This is the equation we got. Now substitute all these values. LE by 2 into 1 by 4 into, so Q2 1 minus J whole square into 1 plus J plus into Q4 plus LE by 2 into 1 by 4 1 minus Q4 1 plus J square into J minus 1. This is the Q6. This is the final equation. We know that at J is equal to 0. So maximum deflection occurs. Okay, maximum deflection is occurs at J is equal to 0. Substitute all these values here. So now, final equation at middle it will get more maximum deflection. That's why I am applying V of 0. It is equal to LE by 2 into this one is 0, 1 by 4 into this is 0, 0 minus 1 square, okay, into here it is also 0, that is 1 Q4 plus LE by 2 into 1 by 4. Here also 1 and J is 0, it is minus 1. Okay, we will get the final equation LE by 8 into, so 1 into 1 Q4 plus LE by 8 into that is 1 into minus 1 Q6. So substitute here Q6. So substitute all those values. So we will get final equation. Substitute all those values here. Okay, that is 1000. First statement 1000 by 8 into deflection Q4 is Q4 here. Q4 is minus 20.67 into 10 to the power minus 4 minus 1000 by 8 into Q6, that is 4.46 into 10 to the power minus 4. This is the final we got. Now we have G 0, we will get minus 0.0893 minus 0.0893. Okay, this is the overall deflection in a beam. Okay, vertical deflection at midpoint. This is the vertical deflection at midpoint. At midpoint vertical deflection is minus 0.089. Okay, minus 0.083. This is overall equation we got. That is overall deflection at midpoint. So we solved what we want. Okay, step by step I am clearly explained. So please do this entire problem. So this is exam point of view is very essential. This is very important subject point of view. I minimized so many steps here. So please do all those steps. Okay.